Hello, my Aries friends, and welcome to your card reading for the month of November. As your first card here, we see the dog. The dog is a card of friendships. We are encouraged here with these cards maybe to develop more friendships. Maybe friends are coming to our house here. Maybe we are well liked by our friends here. Sometimes also it's possible that we spend more times with siblings or colleagues here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also that the cards here encourage us to be more sociable, to expand our friend circle here with these cards here. This is what we are seeing here. Of course, if that fits in your personality. Then in the central card here, we see the mountain. The mountain is mostly it points to a place in abroad. If not a place in abroad, it points to a city further away. That is not a city next to you, but a city further away. Excuse me. It can also suggest here with the dog here that we are planning to travel with a friend or a colleague or a brother or a sister. This is what we are seeing here. The mountain also it tells us that things with friends have an importance. So maybe this friend is important to you, or this friend does important things for you, or this could also be a colleague, but something important is happening here in your life related to this friend in another city or in abroad here. This is what we are seeing here. The business is important, or the things that are happening are important. They have a potential impact on you, and also sometimes there could be challenges here that are connected to it here. There could be certain obstacles that we need to overcome here. Maybe there are certain choices to be made here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also that, but we will go later into that here, that are some stubborn figures here around us here. But we need to be tough here. We need to literally keep our feet on the ground here. We cannot let ourselves be displaced. The mountain tells us we need to stick our feet to the ground, stand our ground here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. Then we go in the horizontal lines here, but we first will do the cross here. I will give some additional information. The dog and the cross here, it tells us here, related here to a friend in abroad and a friend in another city here. It's possible also that this friend has certain challenges here. If this could be an older friend here, maybe there is some difficulties in walking. This is possible here also. But this is if this is not the case here, this is a more mature person, a person that is experienced in his job especially, or in her job. This is what we are seeing here. In another way, it could be that a friend, a brother, a sister, a colleague is going through some obstacles in their life here. There also in our life there could be some loneliness here. Somehow there's a loneliness involved here. There's things are not going the way we expect it to be for the moment here. There could be some disappointments here also. And if we have a pet here, we could have a lot of conversations literally with our pet. It's possible that we talk to our pet here. This is what we are seeing here. Our pet is our friend. This is what what the cards are telling us here. Anyway, here also, it's possible also that you are very loyal to this friend, but that or to a colleague, and that this loyalty is one-sided, because we have the fox here, but we will go in details later. Then we have the dog and the house. This could mean that a friend is coming to our house, a brother, a sister, a sibling, a peer. This is what the cards tell us here. This could literally be a housemate, or we live in a friend's house. This is possible. We are like a renter here. This is what we are seeing here. Maybe a part of the friend's house is ours. We rent a part of the house. Here we see here there's a certain devotion to this friend here. Probably your pet will travel with you if you move in this friend's place here. There's a certain loyalty here. with this combination of cards here. There's also rules and regulations here. You will apply rules and regulations here. It's possible that the people living that house are not too much into rules and regulations, and you are the one here who need to implement the rules and the regulations. And also you yourself, you will keep to these rules and regulations here. But this friend could be close to you here, intimate here. Some things also, if there is, for instance, if you live in a friend's house and there is, for instance, a third party, or in the work floor there's a third party or a fourth party involved, it's possible that you have close conversations with this person if not all people are there. This is a reason of self-preservation. You might not trust the whole situation. Maybe something happened in the past and you don't want this to happen again. Sometimes this happens because of previous experiences. This is what we are seeing here. For instance, we experienced an invasion or something like of our privacy, or somebody came in our privacy before, and you don't want to experience this again. We could be very discreet about our privacy, lock certain things, see that our closets are locked here. We literally could use padlocks here for protecting our privacy. Anyway, what we see here also is a practical intelligence. So you will approach the things in a very practical way. So if these people where you live don't have any idea how to organize things, you will implement some organization there. And you yourself, you will stick also to what you implemented here. This is what we are seeing here. It's possible that colleagues are not too strict about the work, and not all the work is done. And this work somehow comes to you, and you will restructure this so this don't happen here again here. They could try to abuse you on the work front here with this combination of cards here. And there could be some self-protection here that is going on. And this need to be also, this will be important that you do so here. In another way, it's possible also that some physical offers are made to you. Maybe somebody close to you makes you a physical offer, and you can see that in any way you like here. There could be some sensual encounters here that we are experiencing here. If you are in a personal relationship with a person, this means with the fox that things are not what they seem. Something is going on the background, and not everything is spoken out. So if you have a personal relationship, not all things will be spoken out. Especially with the snake here, there is some, here we are asked to act in a diplomatic way, but not all things will be spoken out here with this combination here. Things that you have learned in the past, certain structures, like for dividing the housekeeping or some tasks that need to be done in the house, you will implement that. You will try to learn these things to other people, because maybe they have no knowledge about this here, especially related to chores. This could be the case here if you live in somebody's house here. They could be a little bit selfish here and not doing the tasks that they actually need to do, and like they try to push the task away from you, from them on you. So we need to be here, that we need to be a little bit here, that we are strict here. Then we have the dog and fox here. I'm going to mirror the cards here. It's possible here that on the work floor we have a frenemy. So we smile with each other, we work with each other, but something is going on here and things are not clear. There could be literally a two-facing here of this other person. This person could try to manipulate you or bring you in a certain position here. This points also to superficial friendships, or more like contacts here. So you will be careful, or you should be careful here with your contacts here, because not everything here is what it seems. If this is on the business front, this is not necessarily bad, because the fox is a good card for business here. But here it could mean customers. More customers could come to you. And due to customers customers share information with you in this other city, your business could go in a different way. Because maybe the customer shares something with you like this and that, and you get ideas because of this, and we make choices. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. It's possible also, if you make choices in your life, and you this friend that you trust is close to you, that the choices are somehow influenced by this friend. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. If we have a friend and this friend is an entrepreneur or has a business, or there are a lot of things to do in this house, you will also be willing to help this friend. Maybe this friend help you, and now you help this friend. It's like there is a reciprocity here between you and this friend. This is what we are seeing here. But there will be some kind of distrust here, and maybe the distrust here with this combination here is founded. Then we have the fox and the mountain. We go in the other cross. You could have the feeling here that people are blocking you. Maybe something happened before, some information was shared before, and you learned about this experience and you don't want to experience again. It's possible that these people are sharing information with other colleagues or other peers, and you don't like that this information is shared. This is what we are seeing here. We should be careful here, because your feeling is correct on that here. We need to apply a military strategy here for moving ahead. Especially with the snake, I will add to that diplomacy and tact. So you need to act in a stealth way, diplomatic and tactful, and then you will be able to go around the mountain, go around the obstacle, and then you will be able to make the right choices. This is what we are seeing here. Because there could be some frustration because you cannot move on here. There could be some dishonesty going on here with this combination here. Be careful also that these people don't bring you in a certain situation and they create problems for you. This is what we are seeing here. Because they could try to create problems for you. This is what we are seeing here. Sometimes with the snake we are urged to keep quiet, or we take distance from these people that are causing problem here. We will be silent here, and if people talk to us, we will not. We have the ability not to act emotionally. You have the abilities also. If certain people try to bring you in certain situations, and you have in your head, it's no, it's gonna be no. You will not be changing your mind. Things that are in your head, you will keep like that. Also on the personal front here, there are things going on in the background you don't see here. You need to check the background. If you have the feeling that something is going on in the background, it is. But you will be able to get around the background. Maybe you see something, you see them entering, or you see them doing certain actions, and by seeing the actions that are happening, you can put the thing together. It's like you put a puzzle together here. Anyway, you should consider being careful here that everything turns out in your interest here, because with this combination sometimes people don't have the best interest in you. It's possible that they see you as an intruder. Maybe things were a long time the same, and you come there, or you implement something new, or you implement a strategy, and they cannot adjust to this strategy, and they try to undermine you. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards, and we could enter in an impasse here. This is what we are seeing here with these combinations. If certain people will approach you, for instance, if a colleague approaches you for activities, maybe this person has feelings for you, you will probably not go into it here with this combination of cards here. It's like we act in a cold way, and you will have your reasons here for this combination of cards. If somebody tries to seduce you, you will not go into the whole act. For instance, if you live there and more than one person live in this house, and somebody try to approach you for certain activities, you will keep to your no. As I said here, these cards are no means no. Then we have the rider and the mountain here. The rider and the mountain here, opportunities will come to you. Even you have difficulties in this other city or in this other country, opportunities will be presented to you. And you will need to make choices regarding these opportunities. And you will have the abilities here to go around it here. This is what we are seeing here. It's a good time here for change. If you have been thinking always in the same way and an offer is made to you, you should consider this offer that you are getting here. You need to see if this fits you. If a business offer is made to you, or a change of job, or an adding to the job, you need to see if it fits you. And if it fits you and you have been long time in the same situation, you should consider doing it so. But you need to be sure that it fits you, that you feel good about it. This is what we are seeing here. Anyway, also we could expect here some news that is not easy. Sudden, unexpected hurdles could pop up here. Sometimes we want to move in a certain direction and it's not possible here. But if people try to block you, you will try to tackle the problem, and you will do it in a very active way, because you have the rider here, and the rider here, he want to, together with the snake, he want to move around the problem, and you will do that in an assertive way, maybe in a military way here. There's a strategy here going on here with this combination. As I said here, people also will try to intrude your privacy. So see if you work on the laptop, or if you leave your bag somewhere, that people don't nose around in your phone or in your laptop or in your personal belongings, because this could be the case here with this combination of cards here. But if people try to do something to you, you will find an exit or a solution for the problem here. Here also we see here, if things not going your way, you will look for alternatives here. As I said here, the snake goes around the problem you have here. If you are tactful and diplomatic, you will be able to go, and you will, the snake advises us to do it in a quiet and silent way here for the time being. Later, you can speak your mind, but it's possible that something already happened in the past, or several things happened in the past, and you are on the edge. But here now, this card tells us it's not the moment. Maybe first some choices need to be made, and then you can speak up here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, if certain problems were hidden for you, you will discover a problem. You will discover a solution for the problem. It's possible also that there are a lot of short trips. So maybe for some reason you always need to make short trips. This is what we are seeing here. There could be a reason for that here also. There could be certain delays here that we are having. Also, these cards tell us here that if there are problems or difficulties, you better solve the problems, even if they are difficult to solve, because if you don't solve the problem, you might be confronted with them later, or they will catch up with you later. So see if you cannot solve the problem here, if it's possible here. Don't be also too kind-hearted. Don't be too kind-hearted here. Especially if you have been alone for a while, don't be kind-hearted. Don't be too kind-hearted. Don't show your heart here, because the fox is here. Maybe it's not the right time, as I said here, for relationships. We need to be careful here. If you have a business and you have experienced bad experience in the past, these cards tell us here that you have the abilities to act in a cold way, in an icy way. And maybe this is necessary, because the mountain makes things cold and the house makes things structured. So this is actually a good combination for business, because it makes you unemotional for business. You will think about only the business. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we see here sometimes if we use also, if we are in contact and we use a lot of media, internet here, Sometimes a person might say to you something online, and you might think this is the final conversation, but with the crossroads here, this might not be the case. Here we see that the door is still open, and don't think that the communication is blocked here. If there is a love problem here, a solution will come here. This is what we are seeing here. We could be a little bit unhappy because we are single, but you slowly will be move forward here. It's like here, it's not exactly the time to meet the soulmate yet. It will come later here. It's like there's something karmic going on here before it's the right time here. We will, with this combination, it's on its way, and we need to wait for now. Also, we are urged here to make careful decisions about relationships here with this combination of cards here. Also, if people will force you in certain ways, and you feel they are forcing you to have a certain conversation about certain topic, for instance, if you communicate online and you use dating apps and they try to force you in certain questions, you will not be willing to answer those questions. You will go around it. This is what we are seeing here. But you will overcome the problems. Then we come in the third horizontal line. We have the snake, the lily, and a person card here. Sometimes with this combination of cards, we need to navigate our professional life very cautiously. Sometimes also it tells us that we need to choose to certain desires in our life, and there will be a conflict related to that here. It's possible also that the profession that we are in or that we have chosen, it has a hidden side. So the professions with the snake here, these are professions that are related to tact, diplomacy. If you are working more with your hands, it could be more related to pipes, electricity. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. And you could be quite skilled because you have the lily here, and this points to a person who has experience here. This is what we are seeing here. You should also focus on the long-term career. Here, this is what we are seeing here. Also, we need to remember that people show us a side, but they always hide a side from us. So, no matter what profession you're in, people are carrying always a certain mask for protecting themselves. So, you need to be aware of this here, because sometimes areas can be very open. But these cards here tell us here that not all the people have good intention towards here. Be careful also with your money here for business here. Be careful if you do certain steps here, if you don't take certain business decisions. See you have enough information. Before you take business steps, see that all the information is in your possession, and then take the step. This is what we are seeing here. But it's possible also that some sensuality comes to you. You are offered sensuality. Sometimes also, if there are some sensuality coming in your life, be careful with pillow talk. So people will know what to understand about. Be careful with pillow talk, especially with the snake here and with the fox here. Be careful. But also this points here that we are very strong on the sensual side. We have a lot of energy in that way here. The snake has a lot of hidden energy, sensual energy here. This is what we are seeing here. If there are problems, also we try to be more a peacemaker than a war maker. We will try to solve the problem in a diplomatic way. This is what we are seeing here. But it's possible that there are some sensual or sexual relationship here popping up here. Then we have the lily and the person card here. As I said here, this is somebody very skilled if you're in the job here. It's possible also if you move in with somebody that this person is really an expert in his job. This is what we are seeing here. Whatever this person does, in whatever field this person is really very skilled. This is what we are seeing here. There is a professional connection, and maybe due to the professional connection of this person, you are made certain offers, and these certain offers will lead to certain choices. This is what we are seeing here. It's all connected here. This is what we are seeing here. But we will act restrained, we will act strict, we will act to the rules and the regulations here. This is what we are seeing here. On the artistic field, it's possible also, if you are confronted with certain artists or music or dancers here, you enjoy this very much during this time here. It's also maybe a way to relax our mind here. We are peaceful, undisturbed. It gives us some kind of way here. Also, we will act very modest. If our situation before was not easy, we will act in a modest way, sober way here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. Also, it's possible also, out of the past, if you experience something, that people want to take revenge on you. So if something is spoken out, it's possible that this person is looking for a back way in to hurt you. This is what we are seeing here. Be careful here. This is that you make your bed. Then we have the vertical lines. We have the dog, the rider, and the snake here. There's a visit here. We're visiting a friend. The friend is visiting us here. We are going somewhere with a friend here. This is what we are seeing here. You are loyal to this friend. This friend is loyal to you. We saw this here. With the snake here, we need to be patient here. You need to focus on your objectives. This is important here, especially if you take new directions in life here. This is what we are seeing here. Also, we are urged here not to share information here before we know this information is complete here. Keep everything to yourself here. With the snake and the fox, this is the wise thing to do. Then we have the dog and the mountain here. This is done up the cross here, a friend in abroad. Yeah, we saw that already. We mentioned that already. The second vertical line here, this is the house and the mountain here, a house in another city. It's possible also for some people, they consider a house more in a remote area or a colder area. This is also, this could be a house of the family, or a house of the family is somewhere intertwined in the whole thing. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. It's possible also that people ask us, do you don't want to make an investment in property in abroad? This is also on the cards here. This is what we are seeing here with this combination of cards here. For another group of people, it will not apply on everybody, but it's here that some people will take distance of their family, or maybe they move to another city or another place or another country for taking distance of the family. And they act like, I don't want to be reached, and you will do certain things that it's very hard to reach you. This is what we are seeing here also with this combination. It will not apply on everybody, but it's possible here. We could be, with this combination here, we could be quite stubborn or quiet and stubborn. It works both ways here. We could be strict here, also a little bit conservative in certain ways here. And especially on your private life, you are urged here to be strict. Then we have the mountain and the lily here. For traveling here, it's possible also that you cross city lines, city borders here. We are offered maybe a trip here in abroad here. With this combination of cards here, we are offered a trip in a more colder area. Maybe people ask us, you want to go here, and even if it's a hot country, the trip would be in a more colder area. So you could have an invitation here for this kind of trip here. especially if you live in abroad and it's a very hot area. You could get an invitation to go on a trip to a more colder area or a mountain area. This is what we are seeing here also. If you are waiting on promotions, it's possible here that the promotion is delayed. Maybe this is due that you still need to make certain choices here. Maybe you're waiting on a sign, like a sign, but with this combination of cards here, the sign will not come. Maybe it's for next month. There could be certain delays here with this combination of cards here. But in another way, the delay that you are experiencing, it will later on proven to be a kind of support. So if you cannot take certain decisions now, or things are coming to a standstill, you will see later on it's actually beneficial to you later on. Even it's delayed now or it's blocked. So later on you will think, oh, it's good I didn't move in that direction because else this or that happened. So this is then the positive side of the things here. But we need to keep our hope here, because you will be able to go around with these cards. For some people, it's possible also they have a relationship with a person that is older. There could be a big age difference here between the partners. So this is possible also for a certain group of people who here that are watching this video. The partner might be more Saturn, more older here. This is what we are seeing, more wiser here. But it's possible that you keep distance here and you don't want this relationship. You are maybe not yet there. Maybe you experience things in this combination. Also, if some certain things happen to you, sensually, physically, you should take your time to register these activities. You need to let it go in your mind. You need to experience here. You need to go deeper in the sensual level. With the fox, we need to do this. So don't act too fast here. Because Aries, sometimes they act very fast. But here, you should enjoy the moment. Whatever happens to you here, this is what we are seeing here. Certain things will be delayed here. This is what we are seeing here. But it's important here, for instance, also if you are offered a meal or something is offered to you from foods or good things that happen in life, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it here. If you focus on the things that you are doing, later, all the obstacles that you are experiencing now will be adding to your mastery later, because here this is also a mastery. So you're here in the processing of mastering something. This is then also connected to what I said before here. Delays are not necessary delays. This is what we are seeing here. Then we have the fox. The fox here and the crossroads. The fox and the crossroads here, it means options and choices are coming to us. The options also could be challenging ones. Sometimes also it's like multitasking. Some people with this combination of cards will experiencing multitasking or multiple small jobs. This is what we are seeing here. In another way, this is multiple opportunities. Not necessarily the opportunities are easy, but they will be presented to you, especially job opportunities. There will be possibilities here for changing job, adding to your job, adding to your business, choices to the business here, because this is your person card, so it's above you. These things are above you. You don't have them under control because they are above you. This is what we are seeing here. These are presented to you here. And you need to think carefully here, as I said earlier here. And sometimes with this combination of cards, we will take the decision that fits us best. So if people are trying to give your advice, for instance, if a friend is trying to give you advice, even if this person is experienced, you will make the choice that fits you personally the best. This is what we are seeing here with this combination. But you need to think very carefully here with this combination of cards. Sometimes also this is pointing to self-sacrifice. So you need to, probably you will need to make some sacrifices, maybe related to the place where you live now, or related to the profession. It might not be easy. So we could be forced here to make certain decisions here, choices, sacrifices here. This is what we are seeing here. But you need to be cautiously deliberate here what you are doing here. You need to be smart in your decisions here, so you don't take a wrong turn here. But there could be several job options here, several options that are offered to you here. The situation could be difficult here and a little bit ambiguous, and you will adjust here to this situation here. This is what we are seeing here, but you will choose what is best for yourself. And then we have the key and the person card here. This combination, it gives us good ideas here. It helps you moving forward here, even if there are problems here. It points that your decisions are smart, and also we are able, if we observe something, we will be able to take our observations and use these observations for ourselves. It's like a chef. You have your boss, and your boss is the chef in the kitchen, and you learn from him by watching. This is what we are seeing here. So you will learn from something with your eyes. This is because the fox is very observative. This is what we are seeing here. And this person sees that you do that, and they help you more. This is what we are seeing here. Also, you will receive clues from this person to go in certain directions. Maybe this older person is experienced and he gives you certain hints. This is what we are seeing here. This could be somebody quite remarkable here that is in our life, and this person could be the key to your success, even though the choices are yours to make. This is what we are seeing here. Also ourselves here, it tells us that we need to be open-minded. We cannot be to close ourselves off too much, but be careful here if you are planning to open your heart here, because there is some kind of unguardedness here that we are seeing here. Don't be too welcoming here in the love life, because I told you the fox is there. Then we have the here the lily. We already did that one. So my Aries friends, this is all for this month. I hope you get a little bit wiser out of this card reading. If you did, please consider subscribing. If you do so, thank you for doing so, and we see each other in the next reading. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.